Hello everybody, my name is Bum Bum Mox and I'm here to show you a mock well, it's not really recent, it's been a couple months now, but I've been kind of dreading this, but here's Decepticon Kultur in his SR-71 Blackbird alt mode. And I honestly think this alt mode looks fantastic. Yes, there's some issues with it, I will get into that. One thing to say is I know the shaping isn't entirely accurate. And SR has very distinctive, the way it's shaped, it has a very large, I don't want to say lump, I don't really know the technical term for it, but I know this one isn't as tall as the lump on an SR. You can see kind of like the mohawk going on there. And that's simply because of the way those parts integrate into the robot mode. And honestly, what's it called? Honestly, I like the way this looks. I think it fits with my universe that I will show you once I start making more reviews. And if, you guys know me already, you've seen my Transformers, so, yeah. So I'm just, making these reviews to, show you guys, talk about them, talk about the things that I really like about them, talk about the things that I hate about them, and stuff like that. So, yeah, so what I'm gonna, I guess I'll talk about the, oh god, this is hard. I'll talk about the why I went for this alt mode. So originally, this character had a tank mode that was based off of I believe a English military tank. I'm not exactly sure of the name, but I do know it is from the UK, and it's used there. And so I decided to give him this jet mode because well, my Decepticons they don't really have any jets at play, and honestly, I was like, well, they're the Decepticons. They should have at least one guy that can fly. And I thought, well, if I'm going to give someone an ability like that, it might as well be the leader themselves. So, yeah, I decided to give an SR simply because, well, it's one of the fastest jets in the world. Well, at least ever manufactured as of now. And, yeah. And also, the reason I chose this color scheme... I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. So I chose this color scheme, gray and red, because, Kultur's a character that his primary colors are yellow and gray, and I will get into the yellow once we get into the robot mode. But I wanted to go with that, and also I didn't have enough black, so I went with gray. And I honestly like it. I think it adds a nice look to the jet, because I feel like with black, it would easily just get disintegrated because of how dark, Lego bricks in black are. What am I even saying? Anyway, I'm sorry. I keep rambling, but let's get down to the, let's just look at this for a sec. So if I can get this kind of in this profile, you can see that it's pretty flat, I'd say. I mean, it's not as flat as the actual jet, just simply because, this thing needs to transform and all that. Let me kind of show you. And yeah, the nose cone is a little weird, but I think it works. I mean, it's not really too distracting. But you can see it has landing gear, obviously. And God, I'm sorry. This is so unprofessional. But let's try to get this to the back end. God, this thing he's delicate and also very heavy. But you can kind of see the thrusters and also some bits of the robot mode. Yeah, it looks a little messy. I actually don't mind it too much because, honestly, the things that this can do is, at least in my opinion, amazing. So I don't really mind that the back looks a little funky. And it's not too distracting, especially since I've changed the chest, because that part right there is the chest of the robot. So I think it looks good. Oh, sorry about that. And sorry for the blight. It's really sunny out. But yeah, I guess I should talk about the landing gear. So if I can get this right here, let me try to, actually, I'll show you the underside. So here's the underside of the jet. If I can, oh, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can kind of get this right. You can see that, well, I don't know if you can see it very well, but the sun, I'm so sorry, guys. And also I'm wearing a red shirt. You can kind of see me there, but you can see the underside. It's a jet former. It's going to have it's going to have junk there, but yeah. Also, oh my god, I'm sorry. Also, it has foldable landing gear, so if we just pick this guy up, you can see that there's landing gear right there and right there. So you just fold this in and do the same thing on the other side. This guy is heavy. And you fold this right here, and there you go. You got sort of a flight pose there. Let's get down to the transformation. So first off, what we're going to do is pick up the jet, and I'm going to show you this. So you want to untab these landing gear sections. That's just naturally going to happen. But there is a way to do it. Just, you know, I'm impatient, I guess. All right, let me tab that in. All right, secondly, what you want to do is you want to untab, I don't know if I could show you, that right there. And once you do that, that will free up these sections. And these will become the legs. And so basically what you want to do is you take this nose cone right here, you bring it off like this, you rotate it, rotate that section. It's on a jumper plate, so it's bound to fall off sometimes. And you kind of leave it like that for now. You do the same thing on the other side. And then what you want to do next is, that's just naturally going to fall out. It's because of the clearances inside of the legs when they're in the cockpit configuration that I need to use this certain type of piece in order to wedge it through, because a normal Technic rod, or not rod, but a normal Technic piece wouldn't work. I know that's probably more suitable, but it just didn't work for this design, so I went with this. Anyways, what you want to do next is fold out this section. Oh, that broke off. I promise it is... This looks terrible so far. Anyway, next what you want to do is take this section and you want to tab that. I don't know if I can focus. Basically, you want to tab the studs on the mixel joint with the studs in the bottom of the panel. And it kind of sits at an angle. I don't know if you can see that. Come on, focus. There we go. I don't know if you can see that too well, but it basically connects like this. So yeah, there you go. So next what you want to do is rotate this section. You want to then move this off to the side real quick. Take this landing gear and fold it in. That happens. It only really when you touch it, but for the most part it keeps it in place. Anyways, what you want to do next is there's a sort of a little thing here where you want to pull on this mixel joint, and stud friction will allow it to move up. I don't know if I could show that very well, but you can kind of see there. It kind of wedges onto this piece right here, but you can get it through pretty easily. And then you do the same thing here. Oh wait, before we do that, you want to take the cockpit section here, you want to untab it, and kind of have it like this, and then you compress this section. That will become sort of the shin of the leg. And then finally what you want to do is fold in the foot. And then, let me fix this real quick. So after you're done, you should have both of the legs. So next we're going to be moving on to the main body section. So what you want to do here is you want to first, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think real quick the easiest way to do this. Alright, so you want to move this entire vertebrae section, or head, whichever you want to call it. Then just take this panel, fold it out for now, just to get some space. And then what you want to do is go back to the front and untab these panels. And that'll free up that section like that. But before we bring that down, we want to first, oh boy. Alright, to explain what's going on right now, so what we're going to do is take this panel, and we're going to want to, well, first bring this all the way back, just so we have some clearance, as that broke off. Try to get it back on. And the reason the other one's not there is because it just broke off, and I just kind of left it out. Alright, so basically what you want to do is, you want to bring this section out a little, and kind of have it in this direction. Wow. Anyway, oh my god, filming transformations is a nightmare, especially this one. You want to kind of adjust it upward, and then you want to rotate this section, and kind of have it lay on the thigh. That will become part of the skirt armor. In this middle section, you're going to rotate, and that'll also form part of the skirt armor. There are so many pieces falling off right now. Oh god. I'll be back with another cut. Alright, I'm back, and what you want to do for the shoulder is kind of have it at that position. Make sure the landing gear is folded like that. And that'll give clearance to have this entire shoulder assembly come out like that. Then what you want to do here is rotate this back to where it was originally, and also kind of hold this triangular piece at the same time so that it can help fill in this gap here. And just fold the landing gear like that. Fold the shoulder in, and there you have one shoulder all done. So these are what the skirt armor look like now. After getting those done, this is going to be a little bit more easier, since that's the most fragile bit of the entire thing. But basically what you want to do next is take this entire section, fold it down, all the way down, and you're going to want to take this part and kind of compress it in, and also rotate it out. Then you want to bring it, or kind of turn it on this, I forgot which piece it's called, but it's kind of like rounded, it's like a rounded clip. But then you do that, and then you just kind of fold it in like that. And you do the same thing on the other side. I mean, you've already seen it, so I don't think I need to film that other side. But again, sorry for all the, the chaos with this. This is not easy to film, but alright. So once you got that going on, you want to bring the section and kind of compress it like that, and then you want to extend this chest section and kind of give it a little clearance so it can compress inward, just like that. And then, oops, alright, let me get that real quick. Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is. Then I bring the camera up. Alright, but seriously, then, oh, let me just clip this in real quick. Alright, then what you want to do is bring this down, bring this up, and kind of have this chest piece sitting like that. And there you go. So now, what you want to do is take the arm section right here, extend it. Oh, before we do that, you want to kind of flip that out, and then you want to extend this down, flip out the forearm, flip out the fist, and then you want to have this panel tab into that stud right there. And then you make sure that's all lined up with the panel on top, And there's the forearm. Oh, I forgot about the back section. Then what you want to do about the back section is... This is so heavy. You want to take this, rotate it, and kind of cover up that little gap there. It doesn't do it amazingly, but that's really the best way. I think it just incorporates that section there. But anyway, let me just... Alright, so what you want to do next is just kind of have the shoulder or the arm raised up like this, just to give it some clearance. And what you want to do is bring this down, bring it to the side. It's on one of those rounded clips, and then take this red piece, and that will reveal some robot detail. And but before we completely bring that red section out, we have to essentially loop, kind of get it to loop around this whole section. And if I move this up, basically you want to wedge that tab that's right there connected to this piece, wedge it in between that gap, and that'll basically help it in place and keep it there. So, and also make sure that this piece is, well, let me fold that panel out of the way. Make sure this piece is all the way up, just like this, and you should be all done. And here he is with his Warhammer. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll leave my socials down in the description so you can see more pictures of this guy. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy the review. I'm going to bed now. And pretty soon I'll have another review up of one of my other Transformers. So look forward to that. And yeah, have a great day, guys.